In the spirit of the current multi-continent heat wave, I've been reflecting on that one time I spent a night in the desert. I'll explain why I did this twirl in just a few seconds, but first let me show you around. Apart from this fabric door, it's basically like a hotel room inside. These zippers actually worried me a little bit for sleeping overnight, but I figured out a way to secure them. Moving along, we have your standard furniture: bed, storage, lounge chairs, bedside tables, fireplace, and we even have running water. A shower made out of solid stone, and this sliding barn door is the door to the bathroom. The toilet is behind here.
Here in Utah, it's really, really hot. At one point it was around 100 degrees. They have this water spritzer ball gauge mechanism outside that mists water once it hits 90 degrees, and that's been really useful to stay cool. They also have ice cold towels in the reception area that you can borrow a cooler, and they'll have ice cold water so you can continue to recool. I'm really excited because I've never been out in the desert before, nor stayed in a tent like this. I have a splinter in my foot a few pages into Devotions, and I just want to read you this poem that I just came across. The title is The World I Live In. I have refused to live locked in the orderly house of reasons and proofs. The world I live in and believe in is wider than that. And anyway, what's wrong with maybe? You wouldn't believe what once or twice I have seen. I'll just tell you this. Only if there are angels in your head will you ever possibly see one. Pretty perfect in the middle of the desert.
I'm having one of those weeks where everything I want to say sounds so dumb. Like, so dumb. I've been trying all week and I can't seem to find the right words to describe the feeling of the desert's vast, empty silence juxtaposed with the implied community of the nearby tents, where despite never uttering a word, it still felt like we were banded together to face the unknown. Dramatic, I know. Was it all just a metaphor for life away from the orderly house of reasons and proofs? Away from expectations and what ifs? Naturally, I started wondering if this is what it was like when those guys set out to explore way back when. 2 months ago, I read Jamaica Kincaid's My Garden, and in it, intermixed with her cozy catalog recommendations for her favorite seeds, she analyzes how colonization and ownership are inextricably tied to the history and practice of gardening. The idea that has stayed with me the most for all these weeks since was her description about the fantastical paradise of newness, otherwise known as the act of discovery. On page 155, she writes, "Paradise is the place that does not hold any of the difficulties you have known before. It holds nothing, only happiness, and it never reveals that even happiness is a burden eventually." Christopher Columbus met paradise. It would not have been paradise for the people living there. They would have had the ordinary dreariness of living anywhere day after day, the ordinary dreariness of just being alive. But someone else's ordinary dreariness is another person's epiphany. Seriously, how are people so okay with losing diversity and then wonder why we also don't have epiphanies anymore? While I'm certainly glad I will never grasp nor relate to what on earth could cause such a thirst to inspire someone to rid an entire land of its people, and I find a lot of comfort in never being able to understand that, I have sadly noticed there have been remnants of this propensity that continues to follow us in a smaller scale everywhere we go. The remnants are found in the constant cycle of discarding old for new, especially in the way that we as girls try to hold off aging. I went to try on a watch this week and felt this visceral air of judgment when I rolled up my sleeve and revealed that I had cat scratches on my arm. While I immediately felt like an outcast in the moment, honestly, I would never stop cuddling my pets for the sake of acceptance from strangers. I fear the pursuit of physical, subjective beauty has been taught to us as a safety net, but we lose so much in exchange for it. We live less and spend more trying to hold off the inevitable. I really wish more people would be okay with swimming against the current. It's way more fun when you don't have the same exact product as everyone else, because you can find other ways to relate to people. Much like most things worth doing, this is easier said than done. And honestly, who am I to speak on a topic as structurally sound as capitalism? But hey, a girl can't help but dream, and I guess it will never cease to shock me that over and over again throughout history, we somehow always wind up paving paradise to put up a parking lot.
Well, don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? They pay paradise and put up a parking lot. Ooh, ba, ba, ba. Ooh, ba, ba, ba. They took all the trees, put them in a tree museum, and they charge the people $1.50 just to see them. Well, don't it always seem to go that you don't know what you got till it's gone? They pay paradise and put up a parking lot. Ooh.